General Motors, which once dominated the automobile industry, has now fallen from its glory days, almost to the point of extinction. Let's cut to the chase and speak about how that would happen. General Motors is trying to lay off some of its staff, and you'd be surprised how they're doing it. The company is forcing its workers to leave out of their own volition. GM launched a voluntary separation program last month for the majority of its 58,000 U.S. white-collar employees, as well as some of its global workforce. That China, the world's largest auto market and GM's biggest market by vehicle sales, has decelerated sharply in the past few months. General Motors is losing ground in China. For more than a decade, China's been one of the top sales regions and one of the Detroit automaker's two key profit generators. But for the first time since 2004, the company's market share in the country declined from almost 15% in 2015 to 9.8% last year, including the decreases began years before the global health crisis and are becoming more complex as economic and political tensions between the United States and China rise. Unexpectedly, they'd need to make sales of 1 million EVs a year, but they were only able to sell about 44,000 EVs in 2022, which is not even up to 30% of their expected sales. It expects its ICE business to continue supporting losses and other technical improvements. Will it continue to be this way? Most people who buy GM's electric cars choose the Chevrolet Bolt model, which costs less than $30,000. But this model uses older battery technology compared to the newer, more expensive electric cars like the GMC Hummer and the Cadillac Lyriq. The automaker's electric lineup is growing too slowly. It currently offers the Hummer EV pickup, Cadillac Lyriq, two versions of the Chevy Bolt, and delivery vehicles through BrightDrop. But even these aren't making much money, and their fancy new electric SUV, the Cadillac Lyriq, has been off to a sluggish start since it went on sale almost a year ago. They've only sold about 252,000 of its Model Ys in the US last year. This is a problem for GM because the Lyriq is meant to go head-to-head with the Model Y. The sales through moving inventory from their factories to dealerships. This was a signal of channel stuffing, which means that GM is sending inventory to dealers and recording it as a sale. 5% buyers, most are younger and prefer brands like Tesla that only make electric cars. GM makes good electric cars? It may not matter because people might not want to buy them. On electric cars, they're asking some of their workers to leave, which is strange. Maybe they don't know what they're doing yet. With a limited supply of batteries, the car maker would favor vehicles with the largest margin, such as the Lyriq and the Hummer EV. Although GM stopped production at its Mexico plant that makes some Chevrolet and GMC pickup trucks from March 4th to 12th due to supply chain problems, it's clarified that the issue is not linked to semiconductors. The automaker is still grappling with its challenge. GM Chief Financial Officer Paul Jacobson said in January, GM continues to face some supply chain and logistics issues. In an effort to cut costs by a staggering $2 billion per year, GM has launched a voluntary separation program. While it remains to be seen how many employees will take the offer, Mary Barra is aware that consumers no longer have patience for established automakers. Now the goal is to survive and not even outperform Tesla, which is very unlikely. Thanks for watching.